It was an aerial stunt, but it looked more like an attack. A Russian military jet took dead aim at the Santa Monica Pier buzzing, the landmark at the low altitude. Frightened sunbathers reached for their cell phones to call 911. The dramatic video just now becoming public. Cher Calvin is live in Santa Monica with the fallout. Cher?
Well, that's right, Victoria. It certainly was a very terrifying afternoon for people here on the Santa Monica Pier a year ago. And wait until you see this newly released video. The military jet flying high into the air, doing rolls, smoke coming out, and then what looks like an air show turns into terror. The jet plane then buzzes the Santa Monica Pier right by the Ferris wheel. 911 flooded with calls.
Out here on the beach by Santa Monica Pier, and there are two military jets buzzing it. I mean, we're coming in close. They're maybe 10 feet above it.
Oh, 10 feet above the beach?
The pier. They're buzzing the pier.
I'm just calling to let you guys know there's a bunch of us standing on Santa Monica Beach, and we just saw a jet plane flying very, very, very low to the water.
The video just released on the LA Times website happened a year ago on a sunny Thursday afternoon in November. The pilot, David Riggs, seen here featured on The Hollywood Reporter as the CEO of production company Afterburner Films and touted to do his own stunts for films in his Russian MiG fighter jet. But his actions on the pier are calling for a crackdown by the FAA to take a harder look at hundreds of experimental exhibition aircraft, which are normally deemed to be flown in air shows or over sparsely populated areas. People we showed the video stunned.
I think it was crazy. I think he put people's lives in danger.
Why was he allowed to fly a military plane so close to civilians?
The pilot was not alone. He had another plane behind him carrying a promo banner. Riggs' lawyer had this statement to the LA Times. Quote, "The stunt involved two airplanes. My client was in the secondary plane. He was just following the pattern of Mr. Home. They're going to have a hard time proving this case." End quote. Back here live at the Santa Monica Pier where the incident happened over a year ago. You know, this is not the first time that the pilot has been in trouble with the law. We found out that he actually spent 3 years behind bars for fraud and even behind bars in Hong Kong for fraud there, passport fraud. Now, the FAA has revoked his license. However, he can reapply for his pilot's license in as little as a year. Back to you, Victoria.